Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Unilife. This is episode 2 of Unilife, and I didn't think I'd be picking up this series again for until I start university. But I decided to make another video on it, and today's video is the top 5 reasons, or probably the only reasons, why I'm looking forward to university. I may have missed some things out, but these are my favourite reasons why I'm looking forward to university. And let's go. So number 1 is meeting new people. It seems kind of like an obvious one, but at the moment, I'm going to be honest, I don't know that many people. I have one friend who I know in person and one friend who I met through university. And I cannot wait to meet new people. I can't wait to be able to hang out with a bunch of new people because everyone I used to know and I used to be friends with have already gone to university. Because as I mentioned, I'm 20 years old. Could have gone to university 2 years ago. Everyone I know did go to university back then, and I didn't. So everyone I know now is either at university or I just don't care about them anymore. It would be good to meet a bunch of new people, and I can't wait. And number 2 is one that actually might scare a lot of people, and it's being independent. I've always thought of myself as being an independent person until I actually have to be independent. So I can cook for myself and I can clean up after myself and stuff like that. But when it comes to being gone from being in a house filled with my family to being thrown out into the deep end, having to do everything for myself, it's kind of scary. But in a way, it's a learning experience, a big learning experience. It's one of the scariest things about university, and it's one of my favorite things because after that, I will be a completely different person. Being able to live alone, or not live completely alone, but live with people who I've never met before, that's kind of a big deal. That's something that I would never have been able to do before. And now that I've sort of grown up and I've become this, I don't know if that's a good thing, but now I've grown up and sort of become more confident, I think it's a good thing to look forward to. And I can't wait until I can become independent. I think it's going to be quite cool. Number 3 and 4 are quite similar, obviously, is the main part of why I went to university in the first place, and it's number 3 is learning new things. The educational side of things, where I will come out of university hopefully smarter, hopefully learn more things, and hopefully have job experience and educational experience that I wouldn't have gotten if I didn't go to university, because at the moment I'm struggling to get a job. Well, I had a job, but I left because of reasons. Hopefully I'll come out of university knowing a lot more about my chosen subject than I had when I went into it. And that's obviously one of the 2 reasons why I went to university in the first place. And number 4 is the main reason why I'm going to university, and that's to obviously get a degree. It seems like a pretty obvious thing to say, but getting a degree is the only reason why I'm going to university. I'm not going to experience partying or to meet loads of new people or to live in a different place. It's literally just to get the degree. And if I meet loads of new people and come out of it happier than I ever was, then that's a bonus. But going to university in the first place was to get a degree. Everything else is just a bonus. Getting the degree is the main point. I won't choose anything else over getting a degree. If someone says to me, come out and party over studying, I'll say, no, are you crazy? I don't know. So getting a degree is probably, back then was the only reason why I was going to university. Now it's also about meeting new people, and number 5, which is getting out of where I live now and living in a completely new area. I will be staying in England, obviously, but it's the complete opposite side of the country. And I'm very glad about that because the place that I live now has fallen apart. It's gone from being really safe and really nice and really friendly, full of old people, to it's really quite dangerous now. And it's kind of scaring me. To the point where my family have been discussing the possibility of actually moving out because it's becoming so dangerous. Not only is it scary here, it's also really boring. There's nothing to do here, no one lives here, and I just can't wait until I can live in a completely new area because I'm bored of living here. I don't like living in the same place for 20 years. So those are my 5 reasons why I'm looking forward to university. Those are my top 5 reasons. Of course, there's other reasons, but no, there aren't really that many reasons. I can't wait until I go to university. I really cannot wait. It's going to be hopefully amazing. Everyone says the first year is really fun, and the second, third year is like really hard work. But it's like obviously they're not just going to give you a degree for turning up, which is I wish, but they're not going to. So hopefully university's fun. Hopefully I'm meeting a bunch of new people, and hopefully the place I live in is nice. I mean, I visited there and it's really nice. So yeah, I can't wait. So if I don't think of anything else to do for this series, then I'll probably just leave it and come back at the start of university. But for now, thank you for watching this episode, and I can't remember my outro again. I guess bye bye. I really need to make a better outro, but I'll see you in the next one, I guess.